¿En serio piensan que se me puede ocurrir algo nuevo? Nope. Bueno, buenos días, chavos, estamos de vuelta. Sí, de vuelta en un nuevo video. Y pues justo ayer acabo de hacerle reacción al nuevo video de mi sinfonía. Y estoy usando la misma ropa que ayer. Es mi pijama. La cosa es que hoy ya por fin salió. Se me hace que pasó bien poco para que saliera el Gru versus Megamenso. Y le vamos a hacer reacción en ya. Wow. Sí estoy grabando, ¿verdad? Sí estoy grabando, ok. No pregunto por qué tengo pages abiertos.
Gru versus Megamente.
You either die a despicable villain or live long enough to become an admirable hero.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Gru se ve raro. Tal vez es por el copyright.
Evil never dies. It merely goes dormant, waiting for a villain to arise and spread its name to the darkest corners of the earth.
Like a man so evil, he cuts in line at the coffee shop and makes balloon animals for kids and then pops them in their face. What a despicable man.
The world would surely tremble at his name, Gru.
That's it.
Really? Just Gru? Doesn't have some sort of stage name or like doctorate or, you know?
Felonious Gru, son of the supervillain known as the Bald Terror.
Oh man, he's so dead.
Even as a small child, Gru had big aspirations.
Email bold and beautiful @grumail.com. Aguántenme un momento.
He could make rocket bikes, cheese rays, and this dog?
And his arsenal grew even more with the help of his new best buddy, Dr. Nefario. See? Now that's a supervillain name. Come on, man.
With Nefario's help, Gru's gadgets grew gadgets. Flamethrowers, sticky fingers, fantastic entertainment for 2-year-olds, and a fully weaponized airship. Though I must question this thing's aerodynamics.
It's loaded up with wing-loaded machine guns, a rocket thruster that can escape the Earth's atmosphere, and a whole lot of missiles.
No mames, fueron por el minion que se quedó ahí arriba.
Gru's go-to weapon seems to be his freeze ray, which can encase most people in ice with a single shot.
A ver, airship, big blaster cannon, force gun, una lanzallamas, pistola de hielo, no sé, grappling hook, Gru, el carro, jetpack, lips. Ah, no manches, sí le van a incluir el lipstick taser. Este es de Lucy. Chinga, yo creí que no se lo iban a incluir, pero bueno.
With his gadgets and gusto combined, and a little teaching from the School of Villainy, Gru started making strides in the underworld of evil. He swiped the crown jewels when he was only a kid, nabbed the New York City Jumbotron just for fun, and even stole both the Eiffel Tower and the Statue of Liberty.
From Las Vegas.
Yeah, Gru was bad, but he wasn't good at being bad. A lot of his schemes kind of blew up in his face.
The line dividing genius from moron is a fun one.
Oh.
Oh yeah, my back hurts from carrying all the genius between us.
Regardless, while Gru may not have been the infamous villain he'd hoped, he did earn the loyalty of a few
minion.
No. Got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This
guys.
Los minions.
Yeah, guys, like little guys. There's
¿Cómo molestan para hacer marketing?
Otto, Billy, Larry, John, Liam, Chad.
Oh, the minions! And that's not just their role, it's the actual name of their species.
Right. The minions have existed since the dawn of life itself, over 3 billion years ago, and they all follow one instinct: to serve the biggest, baddest, most despicable villain they can find.
T-Rexes, Count Dracula, AI artists, evil they can lay their grubby little eyes on.
Napoleon?
Just one eye. But finding their big boss was the easy part. Keeping them? Not so much.
The amount of times the minions have incidentally caused the death of their own bosses is staggering.
Wait, didn't one of them serve the Queen of England?
What about it?
Nothing.
The minions
What?
witnessed Gru's villainy firsthand and decided that he would be the next big boss that
Worked out like PB&J.
La madre.
These guys do machines.
the minions invented the
Esos son ages de 1 a 3 billones y más 3 billones de años.
ice water centuries
Minioni.
before humans did. They somehow crafted light bulbs and
Y están en orden alfabético. Speedrun aquí. Adrián, Azarki, André, Albert, Alvin, Alex, Barry, Bart, Benny, Bill, Billy, Bob, Brad, Brett, Brian, Bruno, Book, Carl, Chad, Charlie, Chris, 5, Clark, Claude, Cody, Kobe, Dan, Darwin, Devin, Donnie, Douglas, Elvis, Eric, Ernest, Flanders, Frank, Fred, Gary, Jen, Gerald, Gibson, Greg, Hal, Harry, Henry, no mames.
instruments while living in the Arctic. So
Y los
naturally,
Mega.
building Gru's absolutely massive evil lair proved a simple task.
They're geniuses. They once pulled off a jailbreak by building a flying machine out of prison outfits, fans, computers, and toilets.
What?
Aisle seaters are in shambles right now.
And they're seemingly invulnerable, having been smashed flat, set on fire, and exploded by missiles even inside their own mouths. But also, they're possibly immortal? Kevin here has been around since the dawn of their species, which means Kevin is 3 billion years old.
And their numbers keep increasing. Over 10,000 minions clock into work every
¿Cómo se
day.
reproducen
In a
estos
real work
güeyes?
setting, they'd be fired in minutes.
Oh yeah, there's nothing like a banana, a popsicle, a butt, or anything remotely silly to distract them enough for plans to go off course. But these guys love TikTok.
It's no wonder that, even with thousands of minions at his back, Gru still couldn't cut it as a supervillain. Maybe it was time to hang up the freeze ray for good, but not before taking a chance at his ultimate dream.
¡Baboon!
Easier said than done.
Oh no, really? The moon?
When he couldn't get the shrink ray he needed on his own, Gru required a new, even more despicable weapon.
Children. Specifically, adopting 3 girls. And somehow it worked. Crime of the century, here we go.
How tragic that through all the dance recitals and unicorns, Gru discovered the joys of fatherhood.
Oh, story of my life. God, I'm so proud of her. Anyway, out with the villain and in with the bedtime stories.
But even though he turned a new leaf for his daughters, Gru wasn't done commanding his minion army. Now he'd just do it as not a villain, by joining the Anti-Villain League.
The AVL hooked him up with lipstick tasers and goop
Lipstick.
grenades,
Esa madre.
and high-tech cars, and some great date nights with the future Mrs. Gru. Things are looking up, buddy.
5 minions even underwent experimental procedures to become more powerful than before. The Mega Minions.
Tim stretches. Dave got super strength. Gus got super strength and flight. Sorry, Dave. Jerry became an indestructible brick monster who eats live bombs. He's my favorite. And Mills' new laser eye can blast through the planet and hit a satellite on the other side in less than a second.
Calculating its speed across the Earth, that's 5% the speed of light.
Oh, Gru's true calling wasn't being a villain at all. He's an anti-villain, and he's good at it too.
Un
This guy
anti-villano,
can
un
dodge
antihéroe,
heat-seeking
¿eh?
missiles and casually punch out a shark
Oh.
in one shot. All because he was in full
¿Qué
dad
tan
mode.
fuerte es
But
este
the most
güey?
incredible element here is easy to miss. For billions of years, the minions have had the biological drive to serve the greatest villain they can find. And yet, despite Gru's turn away from villainy, they chose to continue serving him.
Ah.
The minions' love for Gru is so strong, it overwrote their primordial genetic code.
They still see greatness in him, even now. After all, Felonious Gru will go to the moon and back to keep his family safe. Wait, Kevin, don't touch that button!
Don't touch what?
Okay, Megamind should be up next.
Ese
But there
eres
is a chance
tú?
that it got totally nuked
Oh,
by Dream.
fuck. Fuck, aquí va. ¡No!
What happens when the villain
Light
On a grim, dark day, the citizens of Metro City learned the horrifying answer
No,
to
you
that
can't.
question when their hero, their Metro Man, was lost
Man.
forever. Bested by the fearsome supervillain destined for greatness, Megamind.
Megamente.
If your rival's name is gonna be that on the nose, you better match that energy. Their feud goes if you're
By the fearsome supervillain destined for greatness, Megamind.
Mega Boy, incredibly handsome criminal genius and master of all villain. Bueno, ya.
feud goes way back to when they escaped their dying planet Superman style and immediately got in each other's way.
While Metro Baby landed in a nice and cozy home,
Por
he
alguna
caused
razón.
the weird blue kid to crash land in prison and literally grow up behind bars. What kind of city government would make the kid stay in jail?
It wasn't as bad as you'd think. He
Estados
was a
Unidos.
perfect fit for the Metrocity prison for the
Metrocity.
criminally gifted.
Metro City.
But
Metro
while everyone
City.
outside bars loved that new kid who could fly,
Metro
they
City.
weren't too keen on the boy with the
Metro
big
City.
blue head and his constant string of destructive accidents.
So if he was going to be the bad guy no matter what, why not embrace it and become a true supervillain?
Huh, sounds kinda like you. Megamind is a genius inventor, creating weapons to stage prison breaks before he could even talk.
Does sound like me.
Megamente.
With a bit of tutoring
30 años, güey.
ways of wrongdoing, he got to work on his crime-starting career, facing off with his destined rival over and over again.
And Megamind's got everything he needs. An invisible car for getaways, assuming he can find the thing. A hover bike for flying and shooting at the same time, if he can multitask. Lasers, bombs, bubble guns, baseball bats,
Ay,
jet boots,
¿tiene un
and
juego?
more galore.
Un cómic, el vato tiene un cómic, tiene un videojuego y aparte está la serie culera
But
y
his
la
go-to
peli
is
culera
the
de
D
esto.
gun, a laser pistol with various possible effects, such as destroy,
No.
decelerate,
No.
demorph,
No.
delocking,
Yes.
gravity,
No.
I wouldn't expect a guy calling himself Megamind
Binky.
to have the best name ideas, Wiz. He probably based the entire thing around his favorite setting, dehydration, which turns people and objects into tiny cubes
Están
for easy
incluyendo,
storage, though they
están
can be returned to normal with a
incluyendo
drop of water.
He did keep the whole
están incluyendo la película de Peacock, la Doom Syndicate, la película, ya saben, esa película que no, a mí no me dio risa porque no entendí el chiste.
mind thing running with his horde of henchmen, the Brainbots. These mini-mechs follow Megamind's every command, even pulling off the most incredible drone show you've
Wow.
Which, according to the director's commentary, is made up of over 100,000 brainbots. Though, ironically, I wouldn't call his brainbots,
Brain.
smart. That designation goes to Megamind's proper minion.
Minion.
Minion!
ever seen. Minion serves many roles for Megamind. Sidekick, guy in the chair, awkward sibling relationship despite technically being his pet.
The best fish friend you could have.
Uh-huh.
Plans to kidnap news reporter Roxanne Ritchie to piss off Metro Man for the 19th time this week. Or for the final time. Children, shield your eyes!
Did it! Thanks to his most powerful invention
Lo
of all,
logró,
an
señor.
orbital death ray that
Lo
could shatter
logró.
mountains, Metro City's hero had fallen. It was Megamind's time to rule.
Le pongo los subtítulos, no
And he
creo.
had no idea what to do next. With Metro Man dead, what was even the point?
Clearly, he needed a new superhero to fight. And
Good versus
apparently,
evil.
he could just make that happen. With his diffuser gun, he injected this loser with Metro Man's
Este
DNA,
güey.
turning him into Metro Man 2.0. Titan.
Megamind even
¿Eso
trained
de qué
him.
decía
His
ahí?
DNA, turning him into Metro Man 2.0. Titan.
Titan, if you can. Okay, Titan.
Megamind even trained him himself, using his
Priet?
disguise
No,
generator
apretado.
and expert acting skills.
Eso significa.
What a performer! But for all his smarts, Megamind is a terrible judge of character. When Titan turned tyrant, Metrocity needed yet another superhero to save.
Metro
Titanville.
City. Thanks to some encouragement from an old friend, rival, who wasn't actually dead at all and just let all of this happen despite having godlike superpowers.
Sí, es cierto,
To some
¿por qué?
encouragement from a very experienced friend, Megamind stepped up to the plate.
Hey, he had the moxie for it. Megamind's tanked explosions and dodged electric blasts. Titan was strong enough to toss around a skyscraper, and Megamind put up a solid fight
No.
with his mech armor.
A suit specifically designed to mimic the pilot's movements, whether it be lamppost sword fighting,
Dios
busting a
mío.
move, or being surprisingly stealthy.
And
Why?
quick thinking and some hench help, Megamind taught Titan a lesson he knew all too well. The bad guy always loses.
So the city decided to just forgive Megamind of all his years of terror and destruction and call him their superhero. I guess they didn't really have any better options.
Hey, Megamind took his new role as the city's hero
Megamente
seriously.
versus el
He
Doom
even built a
Syndicate
suit
nunca
that
existió.
mimicked Metro Man's strength, flight, and X-ray vision.
Now, the D-gun is used to make runaway bad guys lose their balance and get caught. His portal bazooka is excellent for saving people from out-of-control cars.
Esa es la pistola de Rick Sánchez de Rick y Morty.
It's certainly great at blowing up giant evil robots.
And Minion was all for it.
Actually, once they went nice, Minion had to legally change his name to Old Chum because of some other Minion-related thing.
What? You mean the yellow guys?
No, I mean they got a cease and desist from Mr. Minion's Meatsicles.
Sounds delicious. I'm still gonna call him Minion. I can't break up this duo.
No es
Even
Old
if Megamind
Chum.
uses his tools for good, destruction still tends to be inevitable. To the point that, as the new mayor of Metro City and his new partner, Roxanne instated a policy that anyone inconvenienced by a
Esto
Megamind
no
battle
está
will receive
bien.
a free cup of coffee. That sounds horrifically right for corruption.
So that's why there's so many
Starbucks.
Starbucks everywhere. At least
What?
the brain bots are covering all the cleanup. It's a messy job being a superhero, but Megamind's finally found his purpose, even saving the city from the Doom Syndicate, which is like 6 of him.
Though not without some self-induced difficulty. You have an instant wind gun on your hip. Use it!
Hey, with
Úsalo, menso.
and adoring
Es
fans to keep it
pendejo.
going, it doesn't
No por
matter
eso
what
tienes la
sort of
cárcel en grande.
comes to
Es
town.
pendejo en la nueva película de la serie.
Always rise up as the defender of Metrocity.
It's Metro City!
Wiz,
Bueno, ahora esta
happened to you?
pelea sí va a estar reñida.
And is it?
What the fuck was that? ¿Qué fue eso? Hey tú, watch este video. No.
It's time
¿Qué es esto?
for a death battle!
Minions, chupame el perro. Oh, ¿quién ganará? Así nomás otra vez.
Minions, prep the artillery! We're not letting him get away!
Hi, peoples.
What?
Ooh, and here I thought it was the hero who chases the bad guys! Ha!
¿Cuál es su máquina? Cuidado, Megamente. Ah, qué chingón.
I'm going to need a new pair of pants. Yes, sir. Sending you the Sunday Best Package.
What?
Take
Desintegrar. Ah. Ok. Por supuesto.
Freeze ray! Color scheme! Strength ray! Henchmen who look the same! Laser gun! Ingenious weaponry! Henchmen who look the same!
What the fuck?
Laser gun!
Laser gun.
Ingenious weaponry! You are suddenly a real supervillain!
Esta animación se ve algo rara. Ah, los brainbots.
You're just missing one thing!
Presentation.
And what might that be?
Presentation. Da la madre.
Minions, assemble! And start the music!
La music. Nah, manches. ¿Qué esperabas?
Oh! Check that mark in the morning! No, hey! We just fixed that!
Güey.
Come on, sir! Smash 'em! Oh, hey, that's kinda cute!
What? No me puedo tomar en serio esta pelea.
You dare challenge Megamind in my own Metrocity?
Metrocity.
Do you even know who I am? Well, life is full of disappointments.
Life is... No mames. Oh, el Laserman. Banana. Ah. Ah, bueno.
Now, as you like to say, Lucian gun! If you're going to steal my lines, at least do it properly.
Ah. Con un poco de agua. Ah.
Okay, thank you for the help.
¿Le robó la pistola?
Minion, is the death ray ready? Approaching. Getting there. Almost.
Esta pelea está medio rara.
Yes. Fire.
Oh shit.
Whoa.
Oh, el láser, el minion láser.
Oh, Roxanne's gonna kill me.
Roxanne's gonna kill you.
Remember this, villain. The good guys always win. This is how it's really done. Dehydration gun. Villain. You mean? Oh, wait a minute. This is all a big misunderstanding. Huh?
Le dio disintegrate. Ah,
To kill me for this.
Lucy. ¿Y ya?
I guess that's 2 for Gru, 0 for Will Ferrell.
With so many chaotic factors in this fight, it can get overwhelming trying to keep track of them all.
So we'll break it down 3 ways: arsenal, minions, and skill.
In terms of weapon versatility,
What the
Megamente
fuck?
definitely had much more to use. The D-gun alone had enough effects to match what Gru could do with nearly his whole kit. Throw in disguise generators, invisible cars, portal bazookas, and it's a lot for Gru to handle.
Just one problem. Megamind might have had variety, but Gru's weaponry was far stronger.
Hey, ¿dónde está esta
Sure,
pistola?
Megamind's death ray could blow up a mountain, but Gru's shrink ray could take out the moon.
And is much easier to use on top of it. Frankly, much of Megamind's deadliest weaponry would have little effect anyway.
Check this out. When Gru first tried to get the shrink ray, he triggered a missile trap so explosive it created a mushroom cloud. Based on the size of the blast, that's about 4 kilotons of TNT, and all those missiles fired at him from point-blank range.
Shockingly,
Y se
it's
revivió.
about 38 times greater than Megamind's orbital death ray. And Gru kind of just walked it off.
Wow.
Megamind's mecha suit could take big hits like that, but Megamind himself? No.
So Megamind would have a hard time blowing him up, but he could still dehydrate him, disintegrate him, freeze him, or even just turn off his gravity and send him flying into
Sabía que iba a ganar Gru, tenía
Gru
más
does have
cosas.
some similar weaponry. As far as arsenal is concerned, Gru could take out Megamind through sheer firepower.
Bueno, no
but
sabía quién iba a ganar. Yo
the
creí que
counter
podía ganar uno del otro y no estaría
It's up
sorprendido.
whoever
Bueno,
shoots
sí,
first
más o
wins
menos.
the situation. Their arsenals match up fairly evenly.
But these guys aren't alone.
Esas eran las pastillas del
Gru's
Dr.
minions
Mario.
and Megamind's
Minion.
minions.
1-to-1, one of Gru's minions was certainly more likely to take out a brainbot. Sure, minions may have the attention span of an iPad kid, but they can effortlessly hack, dismantle, and rewire most machines, like, you know, Megamind's brainbots.
And they just won't die. Certainly nothing the brainbots have can take them out. For all we know, the minions may be completely indestructible.
To be fair, maybe one brainbot doesn't stand a chance against one minion, but there are far more brainbots than minions in total. 10 times more. And the brainbots are a much more organized and focused unit.
Compared to the vanilla minions, maybe. But the mega minions are strong enough to rip and chomp through metal like wet paper. Aunt Mel's got a history of destroying satellites with a laser beam strong enough to cut through the earth. So it's bye-bye Death Ray.
But we can't ignore the most competent minion of them all.
Minion.
Or Megamind's minion. Old Chump.
He's way more competent than Dr. Navario, can operate all the tech like the mech suit used to fight Titan, and can match Megamind's brains and style beat for beat. Remember that whole presentation bit in the movie? Yeah, that wasn't Megamind.
Ah, ¿no era él?
Was Minion.
Ah, qué menso.
Megamind's army lacks the power of, say, the Mega Minions. Having a second in command who's just as smart and capable as him makes up for it, making a battle of their underlings too close to call.
So,
Ah,
if
bueno.
neither of them has a clear edge in weaponry or their henchmen, what matters most isn't the tools themselves, but how good or bad they are at using them. It all comes down to skill.
Both Gru and Megamind have their share of less than genius moments and bad luck, but even in the face of things gone wrong, Gru tends to fail upwards, still ultimately completing his missions, unlike Megamind, who tends to fail much harder before he learns how to succeed.
And we love him for it. It's not like Gru has to put up with Elvis Superman. But
Elvis
during
Superman.
their villain phases, Gru found some success, unlike Megamind.
Who also has a bad habit of not using his weapon effectively. Like never using the D-gun against the Doom Syndicate, either because he can get easily flustered or he just loves showing off. So it's more likely Gru could succeed in a whoever shoots first wins quick draw situation with their arsenals.
Quick draw is right. Megamind dodge an electric blast is impressive, clocking in around half the speed of sound.
But it pales in comparison to Gru piloting hypersonic ships into space and dodging heat-seeking missiles at Mach 10, meaning he is fast enough to win that quick draw.
Yeah.
It takes skill, which finally tips the scales. After a nail-biting back and forth, he has just enough to land the winning blow first, more often than not.
Sorry, Megamind. I think you losing was a atrocity.
It's Metros...
Met-
Atros...
Met-
The winner is Felonious Gru.
Ah, bueno.
On Death Battle.
Sí, que seguirá. What? Itadori. Chainsaw Man. Denji versus Yu Itadori.
Subscribe and
Solo conozco a Denji. No conozco tanto de Yuji. No veo Jujutsu Kaisen si chinga su madre. Pero... sí, estaba medio... X. It's in Guru Megamind. It's the looming threat of a universal copyright strike. Bueno, está ok. Pero bueno, ya listo. Bye.